What up, everybody? How is it going? It's me, your host, MC Stix. Anyway, I just had to say, starting this video off, first off, happy birthday to my best friend, my heterosexual life mate, my son's godfather, my tattoo artist, my homie. I love you. Happy birthday, my man. I hope today is just awesome. I hope you're blessed. I hope you have all the best things today. That being said, hey, everybody else, how's it going? If you have a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And I had a bunch I wanted to talk about today. I'm not sure if I'm going to get around to all of it. First off, thank you to the homie for, not that homie, to a homie out of Nova Scotia, Canada for believing in me and having faith and patience with me, for, finally getting that track to you. Depression sucks, and when it hits hard. And sometimes it takes longer to recover than expected. And then when you finally do recover and you get everything rolling in the right way, sometimes technology doesn't suffice. And when it doesn't, everything else crumbles around it, and it sucked. I had to do some digging on how to repair things, and then when I did, well, that just didn't go as planned either. But thank you for, having faith in me, and yes, I am working on what we talked about. To everybody that's living their dream right now, I'm proud of you. I see you. I do. To people that are going through hard times right now, pick your chin up, you got this. To those wondering what tomorrow is going to bring, well, you never know. You never know. Literally, yesterday I could have told you what happened would happen, and I would probably be wrong. I would probably be wrong. And I know it seems like I'm looking over here, but it's just, when you look at the camera itself, you tend to look at yourself, and, that's where that comes in. So I'm not looking at you. Don't get that wrong. And it then makes me feel like I have a lazy eye. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, it is so the other day, speaking of which, of random things that I never anticipated happening, I got a email from my distributor, and it's like, hey, you're doing good with your music. And I was like, I know, I check Apple for artists and Spotify for artists all the time. And then they started giving me updates. And then I found out that I can also get updates from other programs. And I can also get lyrics. I had, a homegirl out of California hit me up, and she's like, dude, why don't you put lyrics to your music? And I was like, there is. And she's like, no, on Spotify. And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, no, seriously, you could put your lyrics on Spotify and, be able to roll them through. And I was like, oh, what? How? So I never thought about doing that. I don't know why. I just never thought about doing it. So then when I actually got around to do it, I found out you can even have it scroll so it reads as you would read it. And so I did that. And when I did that, it still hasn't updated to that part of the program to where it'll actually do that. So I'm wondering why it's taken so long for that to update, because I did that manually. And yeah, it just sucks. To anybody that was following me on Facebook and you're wondering if I deleted you, I did not. I did not block you. Facebook removed my profile because it said I wasn't a real person. Their AI said I was not a real person. Thank you, Facebook. I was monetized. I was making money. And then your AI said I'm not real. And then you won't even let me dispute it. Yeah. no dispute allowed on Facebook right now. I am in the waiting phase. I've got another like 20-something days to dispute it. So, no, I did not block you. No, I did not delete you. If you're looking for me, obviously, here on YouTube, you can find me. You can find me on TikTok, MC Fishsticks on both. You can find me on Snapchat, MC Fishsticks. But because Facebook, Instagram, and Threads are all linked together, all my pages went down. And I had some really good friends on all those. So, in case you're wondering, I did not delete you. I did not block you. Which leads me back into the music thing of, it finally is telling me where I'm getting plays from. And all these new countries that I didn't know about that was playing me. All these cities that I didn't know about were playing me. Shout out to Boston for joining in. Thank you guys. Whoever you are, somebody in Boston or in the Boston area is listening to me. Los Angeles, I see you. I see you. San Diego, I see you. Denver is still rocking me. I appreciate you, Denver. Where else did I just see that like recently jumped up on the charts? It was, I think Tampa, Florida. I see you, Tampa. So somebody somewhere is like, check this dude out, or you just stumble across me one way or another. And no matter what way about it, I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. I know it sounds like I'm crazy, and it's because I am. But for everybody waiting for the new music, I promise I am working on it. I know. I can only say that so many times before I cry wolf. But, life gets hectic, and if you can't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. Really don't. Maybe you just haven't had a busy life yet. Maybe you haven't set dreams a little bit too high and was like, I'm going to write 2 books, 2 albums, and I'm going to do all this other stuff, work 2 jobs, be a dad, and like everything, and aspire to do it all in a day. And then you realize you can't. And then when you realize that, it just makes you upset and lowers your self-esteem. And, you're working on 2 YouTube channels, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, all at once. And suddenly it becomes overwhelming. And a Snapchat. But you know what I mean. Like, it's just like one layer too much, one thing too much, whatever it may be. It was just too much for me to take, and so I had to slowly step away. And what I did, instead of slowly, I just dropped everything and ran. Because I couldn't take it anymore. And I was losing my own mental stability over the whole process. So instead of, like, setting one thing aside, I was like, I'm going to leave it all alone. And then, like Facebook, you're on Facebook every day. Most people are. I am. I check out what my homies are doing at least. Snapchat, I keep up my streaks. TikTok, I kind of left that alone for a while. YouTube, I definitely left alone for way too long. I got 333 subscribers now. And every time I think about it, I'm like, I remember when I had 5. I remember 1. I do. My goal is still 500 by July 1st, and I'm in the last month. So if I can get that, that's what, 157? 167? Whatever. If I can get that by July 1st, I would be stoked. If I can't, I'm stoked. Because I still got to the end of the year to actually make my goal of 500. If I get 500 by July 1st, then my goal becomes 1,000 by the end of the year. And I know that's literally doubling a, small amount to a huge amount. But that means I have to post on a more regular basis. That means I have to give you updates. That means I have to push myself. I'm aware. And even after everything I just said, I'm aware that it's going to be a challenge, that it's going to be it's going to be an achievement in itself. But I want that to happen. That's one thing I've always wanted. Like, when I officially started making music, and when I dropped CDs, and I did Fish Sticks Friday on my old channel. And, like, people, like, when I missed one Friday, people went nuts. And I was like, you guys watch my videos? And at that time, I didn't even care when people watched them or not. I, barely noticed. And now I go back and I watch those, and I'm like, God, I was terrible. What did you guys watch? Were you laughing at me at a party? And if you were, cool. I did what I do now. I ramble and I don't edit. And now I, am going to add an end piece to this video. It's going to say, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bleh. And, like, I used to restart videos all the time because I'd mess up words. And, I mean, it's almost 8 a.m., if you can't tell. And sorry for blinding you. It's almost 8 a.m., 7:54. And I just got off work like an hour ago. 2 hours ago. And I am dead tired. It has been a long couple weeks. I don't know if you saw, but I was in Lake Havasu, Arizona, like a week and a half ago. 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And it was amazing. It was a blast. And it sucked. And it was terrible. But it was amazing. And it was a blast. And I got to meet some really awesome people. I got to talk, hang out with, do a bunch of amazing things. I got to make some terrible mistakes in life that I had to repay immediately, because when you break stuff, you pay up for it. And you do what you can to make sure that, all debts are paid. And I did that. I made mistakes and I paid my debts. In the same run, if you will. You get new gear. Shout out to Abe. The homie came through with a dope hat that I love. And shout out to every artist that I met, talked to, chatted with, that followed me on Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, here. Instagram, whatever you followed me on, I appreciate you. Just to all the amazing people I met, and I know I'm going to continue to meet, continue to talk to. And it dawns on me now, my hat is either dirty or the sun glare is kicking in. I think my hat's dirty. It happens. I'm tired. It's been a long while. And I've missed you guys. I don't know if you know that, but I think about making YouTube videos every day. I really do. It's just I stumble across the fact of, what do I talk about? Do I freestyle for you guys? Would you watch it if I freestyle? Should I tell you weird stories? Should I make up stories? Should I go on ghost hunts, which I really want to do? Should I do any of that? Would you watch any of that? That's where my question lies. Like, what do you guys want to see? What keeps you in the loop? What makes you want to stay through my videos? Is it my pretty eyes? I don't know. Is it the way I talk to myself forever and you just listen in and you're like, what is this dude on? Sober. I am 100% sober. I do run on caffeine. Dr. Pepper, to be exact. I'm not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but if you want to sponsor me, I will happily do it. That was the cheesiest pun and everything. Anyway, thank you to TuneCore for being my music distributor and finally updating me on my music and how it's doing. Thank you to Music Match for allowing me to post my lyrics on Spotify. Thank you for Apple Music for being amazing, because I use Apple Music myself. Thank you for Spotify for being amazing, because I use that at my other job when I DJ. Thank you to YouTube for just being YouTube and everything you can imagine under the sun somebody's made a video for. And if they haven't yet, then you should make a video for it. If you look it up and you can't find it, make a video. Help YouTube out. Help somebody out that's trying to do a how-to video and they don't know how to. And maybe you do. Thank you to my best friend for being there for me through thick and through thin and taking me around the country and having my back and being an absolutely amazing bro. I love you. Happy birthday, dog. Thank you to my baby mama for giving me my son. Thank you to my job for letting me have a job. Thank you to my other job for letting me be a DJ and having one of my true passions just shared. And thank you to every single one of you that has watched all the way to this point in this video, because you don't know what that means to me. Thank you to the artists I listen to. There is way too many to count. There is way too many to wrap off in a short amount of time. If I ever get to collab with you, that would be awesome. Thank you to every artist I've ever worked with. Yeah, once again, way too many to count off, way too many to list. And thank you for being you. And on that note, please, if you haven't yet, subscribe. It's free. It's dope. It helps me out. It makes me feel good about myself that you actually want to watch my videos. If you did watch this far, drop a like and tell me something. I don't know what. I haven't thought of that yet. If you could be any animal in the world, what would it be? Boom. Tell me that. And yeah, I love your face. I love your face piece. I love that piece of your face that makes your face piece, because that piece of your face makes your face piece unique. That piece of your face belongs to you. MC Fish Stix. I love it. You guys have a good day. Please be safe out there. Bro, I love you. Happy birthday. Much love, everybody. I'm out.